Hi, everybody. This is episode 23 of Are You Sick of Me Yet podcast. I'm your host, Simon Caswan. This is the third time that I've had to record my intro because the first time someone broke into my house, the second time I doxed myself. This time, I'm not doing either. Welcome. I'm very, very excited for this week's episode. It's been 5 days since I've seen Deadpool Wolverine. I haven't been able to function. I went and saw some family on the weekend, so I didn't get to record. So I'm very excited to be home and recording. So big episode today. Very excited. Very exciting. I'm so excited to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. I feel like I'm going to pass out. I was at work today, and then all of a sudden, Osmos was calling me. Not the actual place. They just, my brain was need Osmos. I have been, pescatarian for, a month. And then I was visiting family, and we had Lebanese food, and I was like, okay, I need chicken. And then today, all of a sudden, I'm like, I need chicken shawarma. So I end up at Osmos, getting myself some shawarma. I end up on my couch, eating my shawarma, watching Dress to Impress, and I have ginger ale. Canada Dry ginger ale. I don't remember it being that carbonated. I took one sip, and it felt like my insides were on fire. I think if I burp at any moment, it's going to kill me. I think if I burp, it's going to kill me. But, anyways, Osmos is, so underrated. I love Osmos so much. I went to Montreal over March break, and I was wandering the streets looking for something to eat. It was late at night. Don't know what to eat. Osmos. They're open till, midnight. This place was open till, 2 a.m., and I was like, oh, my Lord and Savior Osmos. So, last episode 22, I was talking about a book I'm reading. It's a gay reimagining of the Bible. It's a weird book. I don't recommend it. It's nasty. I'm starting to notice, I kind of realized this the other day. I used to complain a lot about how there's, no men write gay books. It's, only women write, MLM books, and it feels fetishy, and it weirds me out. But now I'm realizing the only books I've read that are gay, that were written by men, are gross. They're gross. Call Me By Your Name, disgustingly weird. This one, Dayspring, whack. The rest of them have been great because they were written by women. So, maybe I need to stop complaining. Anyways, reading this book, talking about it, I get a comment. I'm like, oh, yay, I love comments. I love being able to interact with community. The comment says, gay people can't even leave the Bible alone. Disgusting. Hey, babe. You're listening to the wrong podcast, right? The book was pretty disgusting. Not because it was gay. It was just gross. But if the book being gay is what grosses you out, why the fuck did you click on this podcast? Take a look at any of these thumbnails, and you'd see that this is a twink hosting this podcast. Oh, my phone's ringing. Hold on. Hello? Oh. Hi. Uh-huh. Please don't call me that. Okay, I'll let them know. That was Ben Shapiro on the phone. He wants his bootlicker back. Get out of here. Crazy shit. Why'd you click on this podcast? Genuinely. Take a look at any thumbnails, and you would realize that this is not the podcast for you. If you hate gay people, don't listen to this podcast. Because there's a lot of gay people here. Anyways, now that that's out of the way. The Olympics started this week. I'm not going to talk about it as much today because I have a lot to talk about, and I don't want this episode to be 8 million years long. But I love the Olympics. I don't know why. This is going to make me sound super gay, but to me, it's like the Oscars of sports. Super fucking gay, but I just love the Oscars, and I just love the Olympics. It's like a big crossover episode. It's awesome. And they added breakdancing this year. It's called breaking. Apparently they're not bringing it back next year. Oh my god, here comes a ginger ale burp. Oh my god, I'm gonna vomit. Oh my god. Nasty. Sorry if you have emetophobia. I've got the opposite. I don't have a vomit kink. Because isn't the opposite of phobia philia? What's emetophilia? Is that kinky? My ear's itching. That's gross. Emetophilia. Ew, sexual arousal from vomiting. Also known as Roman shower. Gross. Gross. I don't have emetophilia. I just am not afraid to vomit. Like, if I have a stomach ache, I kind of hope I vomit because it makes me feel better. Anyways, sorry. Enough talk about throwing up. That's really gross. Love the Olympics. Skateboarding, super cool. There's an 11-year-old at the Olympics this year in skateboarding. She's from, I think she's part of Team China. Super cool. There's a lot of really young people in skateboarding. Canada's won 2 medals so far, I think. We got, like, a bro. Actually, how many medals does Canada have so far? They got 5 now. That's Summer McIntosh, is it not? Yeah, Summer McIntosh got silver for 400-meter freestyle. Eleanor Harvey got bronze for fencing. She's from Ontario. Summer McIntosh again, gold, women 400 IM. Don't know what that means. Christia DeGucci, gold in judo. Ryland Waynes. Nathan Zasomber Murray, bronze, men's synchronized diving. Lots in swimming. It's a lot in swimming. And a lot of them are women. Let's go, ladies. Anyways. Yeah, so the Olympics are super cool and awesome, and they are on my TV nonstop during Olympic weekend. I'm at my family's house this weekend. Like, not this weekend coming up. I'm talking past tense. I was at my family's house, and we just watched the Olympics. I also made them watch the Velocipaster because they were showing it at San Diego Comic-Con. So much crazy shit happens at San Diego Comic-Con, and I need to get a passport. I need to go to San Diego Comic-Con at least once in my life. Because Velocipaster and then all the shit they announced from Marvel, I'll talk about that in a bit too. So I ended up watching it on my own. I made my cousins and my cousin, my grandma, and my great aunt, who has Alzheimer's, watch it. So, like, and she loved it, so she knows what's good. I feel like, okay, yeah, Olympics. I'll go more in depth about the Olympics next week. I just, like, have a lot to talk about today that doesn't have to do with the Olympics. Like, for starters, a couple weeks ago, in my episode, I talk about Sketch coming out, and I'm like, hey, where's the support for Ava Tyson? Where's the support for Ava Tyson? She's a groomer! Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe from groomers anymore, guys. Nobody's safe. So, yeah. Ava Tyson. This is not the article that I want. Ava Tyson has been accused of grooming somebody. There we go. Mr. Beast co-host, alleged grooming victim, changes tune, condemns interaction. So I've got like about 2 articles, and the guys who like accused her Twitter. The alleged grooming target of Mr. Beast's former co-host, Ava Chris Tyson, is no longer defending her. Tyson, who is transgender, dropped out of Mr. Beast's organization earlier this week. Jesus Christ, keep burping. For comments made to a then 13-year-old known only as Lava when she was 20. Lava, now himself 20, initially branded the allegations of grooming as massive lies, but now, after apparently reviewing the Tyson messages on the Discord server again, fucking Discord, has changed his mind. These conversations should not have happened with people at the age I was at the time. I strongly condemn them, said in a statement by Lava. Hypersexuality is not infidelity, it's an ADHD response. Okay, that's an interesting advertisement. I was a minor in this situation, and not the adult influencer who shouldn't have allowed this to happen. I did not see this as wrong at the time. However, Lava later shared another post on X saying, this is only related to the Discord server, not any other statements I have made. Regarding Ava Tyson, Mr. Beast himself has condemned his former colleague. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any associations with Mr. Beast. I do not condone or support any of the inappropriate actions. Okay, that's all the article says. Boo. Give me more. Jesus. Rolling Stones had a long one. Former Mr. Beast associate has been accused of sending inappropriate messages to a minor. According to the individual and those working with him, nothing untoward happened. So I was supposed to read the other article after this one, the other article, because the person originally was like, no, Ava didn't groom me. She was just weird and didn't groom anybody. And now he's like, no, she didn't groom me, but like she groomed others. I don't know. It's confusing. On Tuesday, Ava Chris Tyson announced on X that she would permanently step away from all things Mr. Beast and social media. The longtime collaborator and childhood friend of Jimmy Donaldson, the man behind the 305 million subscriber YouTube kingdom. Okay, I don't care about all the flexes. Donaldson issued his own X statement on Wednesday night, saying he's aware of the serious allegations and has taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, channel, and any associations with Mr. Beast. He also stated he'd be launching an independent investigation into Tyson's actions. The apologies come in wake of a flood of new and revisited allegations looking into the 28-year-old's behaviors on social media over the past decade. Tyson, as a trans woman, has been the target of anti-LGBTQ harassment since her transition in 2023. Recently, videos have claimed that starting in 2016, Tyson, who was 20 at the time, had been interacting online and exchanging messages that include sexual content with a username LavaGS since they were 13 years old. Lava, who's now a 20-year-old editor, also took a job with Mr. Beast and visited the Beast compound. Some online have felt Lava was groomed because of their interactions. Neither Donaldson nor Tyson returned a request for comment before publication. In a series of follow-up tweets, Tyson shared that they never groomed anyone and specifically mentioned Lava. In the past years, I have learned that my old humor is not acceptable, Tyson wrote. I cannot change who I was, but I can continue to work on myself. Lava backed this up by tweeting, I'm not a victim. Nothing bad happened between me and Chris. People are creating lies around my name. In an interview with Rolling Stone, Lava said he believes that the two creators who originally made videos on the subject twisted his story and misrepresented him in order to push their agenda. Rolling Stones also spoke with these two creators who deny any wrongdoing, believing that Tyson's actions needed to come to light at any cost. Lava has been a fan of Mr. Beast since the early days of the channel, posting a screenshot of the channel's 50,000 subscriber count on Twitter in 2016, earning a Mr. Beast signed butterfly knife for being a top donor with only $20. Contest earned him a Twitter follow from both Donaldson and Tyson. Around the time Tyson's social media persona was edgy. In 2017, she posted images online of her wall, appearing in a Mr. Beast video, of lolly, or drawn child porn, from controversial internet artist Shadman. Tyson has never directly responded to these allegations. As a 13-year-old, Lava has been tinkering with the newly released messaging app Discord, learning how to make servers and bots. Chris reached out to me and saw I was making Discord for people, Lava said. I'm going to change pronouns around. She was new to it and wanted a bot that could play lo-fi study music, which isn't hard to do. Using what he knew, Lava built Tyson a Discord server for close friends, and he just ended up staying in and running it, Lava said. According to Lava, Tyson did not pay for the creation or maintenance of the server, and he did it solely for the fun of it, and helping build a community for fans of Mr. Beast and Chris. Lava claims that Tyson was unaware of his age till 2018, though couldn't remember the specific details on how it came up. In 2018 and 19, the pair would play games and communicate in private on Discord. They would also talk publicly on X, formerly Twitter. Lava would call Tyson Big Boy Dad Sexy, and at one point asked her to be his Valentine. In one reply, Lava asked Tyson about her hentai addiction, referring to drawn anime pornography, and another shared an image of Tyson's computer from her social media with the caption, "This is a bad way to hide your hentai." Though Tyson's side of these conversations has been completely deleted, about 24 of Lava's messages remain up on X. In one interaction, Tyson tweeted an image of her Patreon and said that if she could get one more sign-up, she would be releasing my nudes. Lava replied with, "I'm your first Patreon, big boy." And Tyson responded with, "I posted some fire nudes for you. Please no share." No nudes were actually shared. In a Discord server for gaming YouTuber The Do, Lava posted an image from Tyson's group chat of her in front of an American flag with the caption, "Coming for America," spelled C-U-M-M-I-N-G. Hilarious. To others, these conversations looked inappropriate, but it was nothing out of the ordinary to Lava. I was at the age where I spoke to all my friends like that. There was nothing more than that. It's how bros talk. I saw Chris as an older brother because she reminded me a lot of my older brother. In May 2020, Lava said Tyson helped him land a job as a production assistant on Beast Gaming. Lava was a moderator on the channel's Discord and Reddit, sometimes appearing in videos or helping out behind the scenes. That July, Lava visited Mr. Beast's compound in North Carolina, posting a picture on X with Tyson Donaldson as well as Trey Yates, who edited for Mr. Beast from 2018 to 2021, and who was the one who hired Lava. Lava tells Rolling Stones that he and his parents would stay at a campground every year, which wasn't far from the compound, and that his parents joined him on the visit. Yates, who was also the one who hired Lava at Beast Gaming, shared his side of the story with Rolling Stones. He came to visit because he knew Ava from playing games online, Yates said. Ava wanted Lava to work for the Mr. Beast Gaming channel, and we were happy to bring him on and pay him. On the grooming allegations, Yates saw the way Lava and Tyson interacted and didn't think it was strange or out of the ordinary. There was never any hint or indication that something like that was happening, or even, albeit blatant proof that something like that was occurring, he said. Lava stopped working for Beast Gaming in May 2021, though he and Tyson remained in contact. In July 2023, Tyson came out as trans, which caused a flurry of conversations on the right. One right-leaning creator who had thoughts about Tyson happened to be Prism42, a YouTuber with 800 subscribers who had found the messages between Lava on 4chan, though it's unclear how they ended up there. My back! Oh my god, my back hurts. I'm just gonna have to lie back like this, but then I can't see what I'm reading. Prism felt he needed to get the information out, so he claimed he contacted 50 creators, turning the Turning Point USA CEO Charlie Kirk, former To Catch a Predator host Chris Hansen, and YouTube documentarian Mike Klum. There was also EDP445, a creator who in 2021 was caught in a YouTube vigilante sting operation messaging a fake 13-year-old. Klum is currently making a documentary about him. Prism began to message me directly with vague details about an unnamed creator who will be exposed, and he wanted to see if I could help him, Klum tells Rolling Stones. Given the nature of the accusations, I said I would take a look if he sent them to me. He began to send more information about Ava Tyson and what seemed to be generally available screenshots or details that weren't actionable given the work I do. When none of those reach outs gained traction, Prism took another approach. In an interview on the Chud Logic podcast, he said he wanted to emulate the undercover work of disgraced journalist James O'Keefe of Project Veritas, who in February settled a suit over false claims of 2020 voter fraud. In June 2023, Prism reached out to Lava in a message seen by Rolling Stones pretending to want to interview an anime fan and that it would be interesting because he worked on the Mr. Beast server. Lava did not answer the message. For his next attempt, Prism contacted YouTuber Verdius, an 18-year-old with 600 subscribers, and had him reach out to Lava looking to interview him for an editor position. Verdius tells Rolling Stones that he had no idea that he was being set up or that Lava had anything to do with Tyson or Mr. Beast. He was just looking for an editor. During the interview, Lava said that the conversation started with editing questions but quickly developed into conversations about internet predators. Prism asked Lava to comment on a video from EDP445 talking about Tyson. On June 13th, my birthday, Verdius and Prism each released their own video about the Tyson message. Oh, shiver me timber. Though neither included information from Lava's interview with them. Prism repeatedly misgendered Tyson and included multiple factual inaccuracies, claiming that the moment he was able to drive, Lava drove himself to the Beast compound, and that the coming photo was sent personally to Lava on Snapchat, when Lava claimed it was in a group message. When we reached out for comments, Prism called Rolling Stones fake news and hung up. Both videos went relatively unnoticed until July 18th when YouTube commentator Adrox released a video aggregating the claims that became algorithmic catnip, currently sitting at over 1 million views. From there, dozens of creators picked up on the story, with the largest being from Penguinzo, which is sitting at over 7 million. Who is this guy again? This is the guy with, like... Yes, I do know this guy. Prism purposefully left out context and did not ask me about specific situations. Lava said, there was nothing bad that happened at all. If I could have told him that, I would have basically invalidated his whole argument, which is why he never came to me, never asked these questions. On social media, Prism claimed that Tyson talked inappropriately to a 13-year-old, gained viral traction. Anti-LGBTQ activists like Tristan Tate, his brother Andrew Tate, and libs of TikTok have used the story as an excuse to push anti-trans rhetoric. The comment section under Lava's original tweet denouncing the claims is full of comments saying he was groomed and is a gay victim. And then Hassan Kader, sorry about my pronunciation, said nothing but pure unadulterated transphobia in the replies here. We can hold Ava responsible for her absolute disgusting actions without needing to degrade the trans community. Factual. In the podcast with Chud Logic, Prism said, I don't believe men can become women with modern technology, but that's not a point I'm going to make because it's separate from the allegations. In an interview with Rolling Stones, Verdius said he tried to keep his coverage unbiased, but posts on Tyson's private Twitter of her son in heels and the fact that she followed the Church of Satan may have made him a little bit biased. For those with experience with Tyson, the serious claims seem to be getting co-opted. All of this is just your typical alt-right influencer trying to push something against trans people because they think they have something, Yates says. Lava no longer wishes to be involved with Tyson, though they haven't worked together in years, but still believes I'm not a victim. I don't appreciate the transphobic comments being attached to my name. I have my own personal beliefs about the situation, as everyone else should. I believe attacking someone while using my name is completely uncalled for. So it starts off with Lava being like, oh no, I wasn't groomed. Ava's not a groomer. And then going through everything that was said to him and thinking, yeah, okay, Ava's a groomer. I have his Twitter or X pulled up because he has a lot of back and forth on there. Don't make me sign in. This is annoying. I'm gonna have to sign in. I don't remember my X sign in. Okay. Alright, that email doesn't work. Come on. Alright. Password. Let's go. Oh my god. Xbox 360 Marketplace shut down. Huh. Okay. I don't understand how to use this app. Okay, July 25th. July 25th. July 24th. Okay. So the first post that he has about it is from July 22nd, in which he reposted from Keemstar. Mr. Beast connected me directly to Lava, that alleged Chris Tyson groomed victim. Lava, the alleged Chris Tyson groomed victim. Lava, I was not groomed. Lava, I did not meet Chris Tyson by myself. I met Chris and the Mr. Beast crew with my family. Lava, I ran a Discord with Chris Tyson when I was 13, and edgy, inappropriate jokes were said. That's it. And then Lava says, Chris did nothing wrong. What's actually disgusting is you guys twisting things and making me a victim. Can you guys counter all these lies? Chris's messages to me were sent in public Discord server groups, but everyone is framing it as if it was one-on-one. Chris literally did nothing wrong. And then One Giant Onion, Lava reposted a tweet by One Giant Onion. I messaged Lava GS last night regarding the Chris Tyson situation. This is what he said. A little bit of research goes a long way. I get the whole internet wants Chris gone, and so do I, but at least reach out to the alleged victim before making a story about it. Hello, Oliver. The allegations are completely untrue. The person who made that up did it to create some fake narrative. There was never any wrongdoing. Thank you, Lava. Ava, Lava reposted from Ava. I want to add, I never groomed anyone. The person who got brought up in these accusations, Lava GS, has vocally supported that they are false. And then Lava reposted on the 23rd, a couple of YouTube thumbnails, and then said, "I'm not a victim, and I'm not backpedaling any statements I've already made. Everything I have stated is still very true. Nothing bad happened between me and Chris. People are creating lies around my name. Yesterday, while under a lot of stress from trying to get my story out as quick as possible, I made a mistake and included 2 videos in a tweet that had nothing to do with the situation. Here are the correct videos, and these ones should be taken down. I apologize to any creators of the original video in the first screenshot. These videos are massive lies and twisting the truth. Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I was never exploited or taken advantage of. Can you do me a favor and comment on these videos and tell them to stop spreading lies? The situation takes away from children who are actively being exploited every day online. I'm not a victim of anything being claimed in these videos at all." Over the last few days, this is from Mr. Beast that Lava retweeted. Over the last few days, I've become aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson behavior online, and I'm disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. During that time, I've been focused on hiring an independent third party to conduct a thorough investigation to ensure I have all the facts. That said, I've seen enough online and taken immediate action to remove Ava from the company, my channel, and any association with Mr. Beast. I do not condone or support any of this inappropriate action. I will allow the independent investigators the necessary time to conduct a comprehensive investigation and will take any further action based on their findings. Lava says, I commend Mr. Beast for taking this situation seriously and hiring a third-party investigator while also taking the appropriate actions of cutting ties with Ava. While the allegations involving my name aren't true, I feel there's still a lot of other allegations that deserve to investigate thoroughly. This is the only reporter I've spoken to about the situation. Please read his work. He's been in contact with me since the allegations dropped. From Stephen Assarch. Over the past few weeks, allegations that Ava Chris Tyson groomed a minor have spread all across social media, fueled by anti-trans rhetoric. They are causing Tyson to step down from Mr. Beast and Jimmy Donaldson to disavow his former friend. Here's what happened. And then that's the Rolling Stones article. Clarification. This is only related to the Discord server and not any other statements I've made regarding Ava. When referring to the situation, I'm talking solely about the Discord server. Based on the recent screenshots and messages, I would like to say a statement about the Discord. This was 5 or 6 years ago, and I thought I had a good memory of situations, but I was wrong. After reading the chat logs, this stuff was inappropriate and wrong. I spoke based on my memory of the situation, and I still do not remember these conversations. But they definitely happened. These conversations should not have happened with people at the age I was at the time. I strongly condemn them. I still believe I'm not a grooming victim, but these conversations should not have happened with me and any other minor in the Discord. I was a minor in this situation and not the adult influencer who shouldn't have allowed this to happen. I did not see this wrong at the time. I appreciate everyone taking this tweet as me talking about everything I have stated about Ava Tyson. It is not. This is only about the Discord logs, and the reason I spoke on my memory being bad is I have thousands of conversations in this Discord. I did not speak to Ava 24/7 even before the Discord server. We spoke a few times a week, and that's why I'm able to remember what actually happened between me and her. I still believe the other allegations deserve to be investigated. I'm not defending the actions of Ava. Also, the Great Cleansing is not related to the original cleaning the Discord statement Nathan made, and he knows it. I don't know who this Nathan guy is. They bring him up a lot. This Great Cleansing was years after the server went public. We were talking about scrubbing any words that might be against TOS so we could get a Discord partnership. This includes words like boomer, porn, cum, and others. Below is more logs from that Discord confirming that. I still do not remember the NSFW chat stuff, but it's been proven to have existed from logs. Ava Tyson from Mr. Beast full Discord leaks live for viewing now. I read through them, and I was really confused. The leaks are mostly just like messages that are... Hold on. Chris the Meme God. www.shadbase.com, which is like the inappropriate artist. Chris. Ha ha ha. Mr. Beast joins in to comment on my penis size. And then Discount Milk says, I love your penis. And then Tags says, Chris has a huge cock. Ouch. huge. Um, I've seen the leaks, while not as nearly damning as everyone thought they'd be. There's a few individuals in the leaks who deserve to be investigated. One named Milk, who is an IRL friend of Chris and the same age as them, was someone me and I'm Brain Freak grew to despise, and I'm sure he will agree with me on that. He was a disturbed individual, and we fought tooth and nail with Chris to get him banned, which did eventually happen. I encourage you all to read them thoroughly. I at one point was an edgy teenage Gmod kid and said some weird shit to be jokes. I also had very right-leaning views. I joined the Discord to work on it in what I believe around Christmas 2017, early 2018. My memory from the Discord is very limited and only remember major events. I wasn't involved in the NSFW channel, as you can tell from the leaks, which is probably why I don't remember it. 2021 was the last time I was ever affiliated with anyone from Mr. Beast, and only recently came into contact again so I could be put into contact with Drama Alert. There were some strange conversations that happened. I'm honestly glad these leaks came out, as they show a very different time from the internet. Hopefully these leaks can be an effective piece of evidence for the third-party investigation Mr. Beast has hired. I'm again stating that I personally am not a victim, but there are many other allegations, Shadman, SA, victims, etc. I have seen that I strongly condemn and hope they are investigated and the proper action is taken. I thank those who reached out to check on me, and I worry for those who reached out and said some heinous shit in my DMs. I thank I'm Brain Freak and his team for releasing these leaks, because they can definitely be a useful tool for investigations. For those thinking I was paid off or forced to sign an NDA regarding this, that would be very rational for anyone to do. Thank you all for your concerns about me, but please direct your attention to other allegations, especially the new sexual assault allegations that have come out. They need to be investigated by the proper authorities ASAP. I am just as distraught as the rest of you. And then the most recent thing, which was pinned. No, this wasn't the most recent. This was just pinned. I've seen the leaks. Well, not as nearly damning. Okay, yeah, this is just the leaks thing. So, the original stuff that came up, he says he was not groomed, but there are other allegations against Ava, such as sexual assault and grooming, that are being investigated. And that's not great. That's not good at all. So I think it's very good that we are holding Ava accountable, because I'm glad that we're able to hold people accountable in this day and age, such as Cody Co, Ava Tyson, every other Minecraft YouTuber ever. But just because she has done horrendous things does not mean that we get to be transphobic. Let's remember that, guys. Her being trans has nothing to do with her grooming people. Let's keep those separated. So yeah, that's everything that I could find on this. I didn't know very much about it before reading about it, so I thought it was important to share in a way that wasn't toxic or opinion fueled. So Ava, not great. I'm not a fan of Ava anymore. I loved her, but this is terrible. Does not mean that we get to be transphobic. We could still say that Ava's an asshole and should be in jail, but we should not be saying transphobic things. So yeah, that is everything that I wanted to read about that situation, because I thought it was important for people to know, because a lot of misinformation was being spread. But now we have as much information as we have, and I will continue to update once more information comes out. I'm very curious to see what this third-party investigator finds out, because I think it could help get things to the bottom of it, get to the bottom of things. So yeah. Moving on from that, that's a dark topic, and now we're getting to a not dark topic, so that feels not great. We're doing like a 360. We have everything that was announced at the Marvel Studios San Diego Comic-Con 2024 panel. So if you are a fan of Marvel, then you've obviously seen the news about Doctor Doom, which, I have my own thoughts, But yeah, so everything that they announced. That's a wrap on Marvel Studios' SDCC 2024 panel. Jam-packed hour-long presentation. Gave us more insight into things like Fantastic Four, while revealing major news about the new 2 Avengers movies. While past San Diego Comic-Con, Marvel panels have introduced massive stars into the MCU. This year's presentation came with the announcement that Iron Man himself, Robert Downey Jr., is coming back to play Doctor Doom. Other highlights included look footage for future MC movies like Thunderbolts. What? They should have Thunderbolts? Okay. Sidetrack. Here's the full list of upcoming Marvel movies and shows. Agatha All Along, September 18th, 2024. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, formerly Spider-Man Freshman Year, 2024. That's like an animated show, I think. Eye of Wakanda series. That's interesting. Focus on the wider world of Wakanda. Interesting. Okay, animated project. 2024. Captain America Brave New World, Valentine's Day 2025. Daredevil Born Again. Yes! I'm so excited for this. I am so excited. March 2025. Thunderbolts, May 2025. Yes. Fantastic Four, First Steps, July 25th, 2025. Blade, November 7th, 2025. Ironheart, 2025. Avengers Doomsday, May 1st, 2026. So this is a replacement of Kang Dynasty because, as we all know, the guy that played Kang, like, was abusive towards his girlfriend. And people are not handling that well. I fully saw someone today be like, his girlfriend was crazy, and all because his girlfriend was crazy, we don't have him in Marvel anymore. Even if you have a crazy girlfriend, don't beat up your girlfriend. Just a suggestion. Maybe don't be a domestic abuser. Avengers Doomsday. Vision Quest 2026. Not sure what that is. Avengers Secret War, May 7th, 2027. Live action Spider-Man sequel. Yes! Dates TBD. Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings. Date TBD. Shang-Chi, Simu is going to be at Fan Expo. So that's pretty fun. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of him. Like, I don't know. He just, like, there's just something off about him. He's a cutie patootie, but there's just something a little off about him. Armor Wars, don't know what that is. Wonder Man. What is Wonder Man? Oh. Simon Williams. Me. Okay, interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. X-Men 97 Season 2. Very excited. X-Men 97 Season 1 was pretty good. And then Marvel Zombies. Very, very, very exciting. Marvel Zombies is super cool. Anyways, back on track. Lots to cover. Managed to nab every major reveal and share it here. Captain America Brave New World footage reveals plan to rebuild the Avengers and Giancarlo Esposito's MCU role. After opening with Deadpool and Wolverine dance number, we got to see a first look footage of next year's Captain America movie Brave New World. Highlights major players like Harrison Ford's Thaddeus, Thunderbolt Ross, aka Red Hulk, who's looking to Sam Wilson to help him rebuild the Avengers. Doesn't he know there's the Young Avengers now? We also learned more about how the MCU plans to introduce adamantium, one of Marvel's most precious materials. Additionally, the cast of the film revealed Giancarlo Esposito will be playing King of the Serpent Society, Seth Volker, aka Sidewinder, or Sidewinder. Captain America Brave New World comes to theaters Valentine's Day 2025. Marvel reveals first Thunderbolts footage. Yay! I thought they were going to cancel it. I'm so glad they didn't cancel it. Who is that at the end? Oh, no, I know who that is. Thunderbolts, why are they putting like an asterisk beside it? Smashed its way into the MCU with a red tag team that includes Bucky Barnes, Winter Soldier, Ghost, Yelena Belova, and more. Early footage of the film shows Yelena facing off against Ghost and John Walker, who is like the evil Captain America. Please show me the footage. Show me the footage. They're anti-heroes. Love it. Conclusion of Phase 5. Huh. Oh, the film includes an asterisk. Interesting. I don't like it. Okay, don't show me the clip then. It's not like I've been waiting forever for this. I know people don't really care, but I'm really excited. John Walker, while dealing with personal demons. Whether or not Alexi can help her remains to be seen. Thunderbolts premieres May 5th. Fantastic Four gets an updated title and Retro Future 60s setting confirmation. Love it. I'm living for it. Fantastic Four, now officially titled Fantastic Four First Steps. Might be the biggest MCU movie of the last few years, all set to introduce Marvel's most flexible family, and during SDCC, we learned it'll be set in retro future version of the 60s. Marvel also showed off some early footage revealing Mr. Fantastic leading an old-school science program and The Thing taking part in a dating show. Okay, that's a little weird. Ahead of its production start date this Tuesday. See Pedro Pascal, Eben Moss-Backrack, Joseph Quinn, and Vanessa Kirby stars of Fantastic Four when it premieres. Next year. Like, literally next year. Like, basically last week next year. I think we're all collectively going to bring an essence that is familiar rather than thinking about what we individually are going to bring, Quinn said to the film. It's a team sport. Robert Downey Jr. is Dr. Doom. Not sure how I feel. Obviously, like, you know, there's the variant where Tony Stark is Dr. Doom, so they're, like, planning on doing that. But, like, he's not the original Dr. Doom. Isn't Victor Von Doom, is that his name? Victor Von Doom. Yeah, so Victor Von Doom is the original guy. Oh, he's kind of hot. Okay, ignore that. Iron Man. Dr. Doom will always be defined by his feud with Mr. Fantastic. Traditional origin story goes, Reed Richards and Victor Von Doom were college roommates, and they were roommates, and intellectual rivals from pretty much the very beginning. Victor was obsessed with building a machine that would allow him to communicate with his dead mother. Reed warned his frenemy that the machine was dangerous, but the arrogant Victor didn't listen. Stubbornness would blow up in his face, literally when the machine explodes. Scarred Victor's handsome mug. One soul-searching journey around the world later, Victor Von Doom was reborn as Dr. Doom. Mr. Fantastic remained Doom's arch nemesis over the years. The Latvian monarch has also tussled with Iron Man a few times. The rivalry took shape in 1981. Storyline called Doom Quest, where both Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom are dragged back in time to the court of King Arthur. Doom attempts to forge an alliance with Morgan Le Fay, but they're no match for the combined might of Iron Man and King Arthur's knights. Doom and Iron Man had another major face-off in 2007's Mighty Avengers, which is set in the aftermath of Civil War crossover and Tony Stark's promotion to the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. After Doom is implicated in an attack on New York City, Iron Man leads the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. all-out invasion of Doom's kingdom of Latveria. Though Doom wasn't actually responsible for the attack, he winds up in S.H.I.E.L.D. custody. Blah, 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 blah. There are versions of Dr. Doom who actually are Tony Stark. One of these Iron Maniacs, a version of Tony Stark introduced in 2004's Marvel Team-Up. Another is featured in 2010's What If, Iron Man, Demon in Armor. In this world, Victor Von Doom swapped bodies with Tony Stark in college. Trapped in his rival's body, Tony swears revenge and begins a years-long quest to destroy Doom's Stark Universe company. We've established that Dr. Doom and Iron Man have a long shared history together, blah, 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 blah. Downey is simply playing a new MCU role independent of any connection to Tony Stark. Don't forget that Doom is well known for never taking off his mask. Whether because he can't or simply won't is part of his mystique, depending on how over-the-top Downey's performance is. Okay, so that'll be stupid if they just, like... Obviously, he's not going to take his mask off because he's all, like, disfigured underneath. So, like, very unlikely that his mask will come off. If it does, how are we just supposed to pretend that it's not... he doesn't look like Tony Stark? Like, maybe they'll, like, add scarring and stuff. Oh, my God, my shoulders. I'm getting old, y'all. Maybe they'll add, like, scarring and stuff, and he will be unrecognizable. But if he's not, ooh, just imagine the angst. Just imagine the Spider-Man angst. That's immediately what I thought of, where Peter Parker's all like, Mr. Stark. And Dr. Doom's like, who, bitch? No. Boom, boom, boom. That's going to be super fun. Joe and Anthony Russo are directing Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret War. And that is about all that they announced. So, super exciting. Super, super exciting. New reason to live. Awesome. Okay, so we're about 40 minutes in. And I haven't even talked about Deadpool yet. So, spoiler-free review of Deadpool. Plotline, not great. I don't really know what it added to Marvel. And after I got through it, I was like, oh, that was kind of boring. Character-wise, oh my god, that was amazing. That was so fun. I had so much fun. I don't even care if the storyline was bad. That was a fun movie. That was very fun. And I'm going to go see it 2 more times this week. God has blessed me with divorced parents, both of whom want to see Deadpool. That means I'm seeing it 2 more times. Let's go. So there's my spoiler-free review. You can leave now. Please don't. Please stay and listen to me ramble. I know I said I wasn't going to do spoilers, but, I have no one to talk to about this, and I just need to lose my mind about it. So I'm just going to try and analyze it from beginning to end because there's just so much going on. So it opens up, and Deadpool is digging up Wolverine. They're from Universe 1005, which is the X-Men universe. That's the universe in which Logan died. So he's digging up Logan, and we're like, why is he digging up Logan? He gets to him, skull, dead. His skull is made of adamantium, and then boom. Oh my god, my glasses are hurting. 1 second. God, I have indents in my ears from my glasses. Boom, digs him up. TVA people come, and they're like, are you kidding me? How dare you disrespect him like that? And then they're like, oh, he's like the only good thing to ever come out of Canada. And Deadpool's all like, excuse me, don't insult my country. And my theater, this is full. It's opening night, might I add, erupts into clapping. They're acting like white people want to plan lanes. They're like, plane lands. They're like, yeah, Canada, woohoo, Canada. And I'm like, are you not embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed right now? Like, brother, ugh. Stop it. It's not that big of a deal. Anyways, moving past that, absolutely sweeps the floor with these TVA guys. I was kind of surprised when I saw the blood, because I'm so used to Marvel being like, no blood, no violence. You can have a bloody nose and that's it. So then when he's like ripping people's heads off and punching out their eyeballs, I was like, oh my god. And I've been watching The Boys, so I'm used to this, but I'm not used to it in Marvel because it's been a couple months since I've watched Deadpool, and I don't really associate him with Marvel because he's X-Men. But I was like, Jesus, oh my god. And then I was like, okay, I'm eating this up. Because, it grosses me out. Gory stuff grosses me out. I can't watch doctor shows, but, I love me some good violence in a movie. Sorry. And so then he kills all the TVA guys, and then he's like, you're probably wondering how this happened. Rewind, flashback, he's working with Peter at a car company. Nope. He's fixing everything. He's got Cable's time thing. He fixes it. Vanessa lives. He kills the old Deadpool. Yada yada. Boom. He ends up in Earth 616, 2018. He's talking to Happy. He's like, hey man, I want to be an Avenger. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then we see on the wall, we see that that picture of Iron Man and Peter Parker. Peter Parker's covered. That felt like a sucker punch to the gut. I don't care if it's because Sony owns him or whatever. That was obviously because nobody remembers him. And you're probably like, well, no, they remembered in 2018. No. Bruce Banner explained that if you alter a memory wiping thing in one time, it changes it for all time. So that was a terrible explanation of what he said, but that's basically what he said. So even in 2018, no one's gonna remember Peter Parker. If you go back in time, no one's gonna remember Peter Parker because they wiped him from history. And they've got the little kid mask that I thought it was Harley wearing it, but I guess it was Peter Parker. Everybody's like, it was Peter Parker from the like Iron Man movie where the kid's wearing the Iron Man mask. That's right in front of Peter Parker's face, and I was like, excuse me? So then he's all like, hey, Happy, I want to be an Avenger. Let me be an Avenger. And Happy's like, no, bud, nuh-uh. And I'm like, okay, whoa. So now he's a car salesman with Peter, who's like from the second Deadpool movie. And had a lot of hype around him for some reason. There was like this massive thing on Twitter about Peter. He's got the big mustache. So he's a car salesman, very, very bad car salesman. It's his birthday. They're celebrating his birthday. Everybody that he loves is there. Yada yada. He's got a toupee on. Him and Vanessa aren't dating. She's dating somebody else. They're just friends. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? I thought they would be all lovey-dovey. That hurt my heart. So he goes in the hallway, and the TVA guys are there to peg him. And then they take him. Is it TVA? TVA. TVA guys are there. Take him to TVA. This guy's there. He's like, hey, your timeline's going to die. I just want you to know it's going to die because Wolverine's not there. It's going to take thousands of years, but I'm going to make it faster because I have a very efficient way of doing things. And Deadpool's like, no, bitch. So then he takes the thing, and he goes back to his world and digs up Wolverine. That's where we are. We're at Wolverine. So then he goes back to the TVA, and he's like, okay, well, actually, I'm just going to go find a Wolverine. So then he finds, what Wolverines did he come across? Short Wolverine, because, in the comics, Wolverine is the same height as me. I could be Wolverine. He's like 5'3". But this one was, like, really short. This was, like, the tiny Wolverine. And so he's making fun of him, and then he comes across, like, crucified Wolverine. That was crazy. What Dark Days or something? Like, he's like an evil Wolverine. Not evil, but like just like angry. He's only got one hand. And then fucking Henry Cavill, the Cavalrine, he turns around and I, boner alert. I was in the seat like, gobsmacked. Tongue rolled out of my mouth on the floor. Eyes out of my head. What? Henry Cavalrine? Crazy shit. Yeah, that was crazy. And then finally he gets the Deadpool that we fight. He's all drunk. He's all angry. Blah blah blah. So they save him. He brings him back to the TVA. He's like, "Look, I have Wolverine. This is awesome." And they're like, "Oh, you imbecile, you buffoon. That's not the right Wolverine." And then they prune him. They prune Deadpool. They prune Wolverine. They end up in like the wastelands that is in like that one Loki episode. And they're like, "Man, what do we do here?" So then they fight. And then boom, Chris Evans shows up. And they're like, Captain America, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be dead. Oh my god, I love you, Captain America. And then all these bad guys come, and like Sabretooth comes, and like all these people from the X-Men movies that got pruned. And then he's all like, flame on. It's not Captain America. It's Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four. Huh? What? Crazy. Yeah, and then they all get like kidnapped and taken to see Cassandra Nova Xavier, who is the twin sister of Charles Xavier. And the casting, ooh, the people that did casting did so good. She looked identical to the guy that plays Charles Xavier. Don't know why she has to be bald. Why she's bald in the comics. Like, what? Hey, bud, just because you're twins doesn't mean you need to have the same hairstyle. She doesn't have to be bald. She could have hair if she wanted to. But no, she's bald. She's bald and she's torturing people who have hair. And she looks exactly like Charles Xavier. It was crazy. But they get away. Well, no. They kill Johnny Storm first. R.I.P. Then they get away in a minivan. No, not in a minivan. They get away on like a flying leg. And then they come across Mary Poppins, who is Dogpool. And Ryan Reynolds is just making out with this dog. I want to throw up. It was so gross. And he's like, I love this dog. I want to take this dog home with me. And then sexy Ryan Reynolds pulls up. Sorry, not sexy Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is always sexy. Sexy Deadpool pulls up. He's got long hair. He's like, hey, that's my dog. Can I have my dog? I want my dog back. So Deadpool's like, okay, fuck you. He's your dog. So then they take his van. And they're driving. And the only reason Wolverine is with him is because Deadpool's like, we can fix your timeline. All the things that you did bad in your timeline, we can fix it. So then they stop the car because he's like, no, actually, I don't think I can. So they have a fight in the car. And then they probably do more than fight in the car. And let me just say, whoever did the fight choreographing for this movie is going to get some downright horrendous sloppy from me. because there was one extra bone in my body when I was watching this movie, and it was in my pants because it was a boner. The fight scenes were just so good in this movie. But then at one point, Wolverine like jumps through the car like Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. I almost died. I was like, oh, guys, it's like Five Nights at Freddy's. And they stop fighting, and then they get kidnapped by X-23. Is that her name? X-23? I think that's who grabs them. That is not what I wanted to look up. Yeah, X-23. Laura. She, grabs them, I believe. I think it's her. Anyways, they end up at this, like, place. Frickin' Wanda's on the ceiling. Scarlet Witch, she's all like, but it's like a stone. And then, what happened? Someone starts fighting Deadpool, and I forgot that Elektra was going to be in this movie, because, like, I was looking at the cast list ever since they announced this movie. Loki was supposed to be in it, Morbius was supposed to be in it. That was just to throw us off, I think. But I was super hyped. I was like, oh my god, Loki. Oh my god. Did I say Morbius? Mobius. And then I see the Psy. Like, her twin Psy weapons, which are, like, the things that Raphael has. And I was like, oh my god, it's Elektra. Oh my god. Oh my god. From, like, the 2003? When did the Elektra movie come out? 2005. The Deadpool or Daredevil movie came out in 2003. Yeah. Yeah. So with not Brad Pitt. Who's the gay? Not gay. Who's in love with his best friend again? And dating Jennifer Lopez. Affleck. Ben Affleck played Daredevil. He's dead. The guy that played Punisher. He's dead. Blade comes running in. Well, not running. He's like comes in all smoothly, and I was like, "Oh my god, Blade! What are you doing here?" And then a card flies on screen. Gambit! Gambit's here. Channing Tatum, Gambit. He's been wanting to be Gambit for so long. There was supposed to be a Gambit movie, and then they didn't do it, and he was just, for years, he was like, I want Gambit, I want Gambit, I want Gambit. And then he got Gambit. Like, I screamed. I'm sorry, theater. I screamed. Like, as soon as I saw the card, I was like, oh my god, it's Gambit. I don't know what it is about Gambit. I just love Gambit. How many times can I say Gambit? Take a shot. And I was so hyped. Like, so hyped. I've been, like, waiting for somebody to ask about that movie, so I'd be like, Gambit. And Gambit. I worked the next day, and I was just waiting for somebody to ask about my night, so I'd be like, oh, you know, Gambit. Gambit, Deadpool, Wolverine. Fuck Deadpool, Wolverine. This is the Gambit movie now. Anyway, so they go to fight Cassandra Nova, and she's like, they put the helmet on her, and we see into Wolverine's timeline. He explains to X-23 that, like, he was getting drunk, so all of the X-Men in his universe are dead, and so he wants to fix it, and he feels like a failure and all that jazz, you know, sadness. So then they go back to Deadpool's world. Cassandra Nova, like, does, like, a, Wong or, Doctor Strange came into her universe, she killed them, got, like, the fun little magic stuff. She makes the portal, they jump through it, they get back to, Deadpool's universe, and they're gonna go stop the, like, I forget what it's called, the thing that was, like, speeding up what kills them. But then Cassandra Nova's like, actually, no. I'm gonna kill every timeline. You thought I was good? No. Think you the shit, bitch? You're not even the fart. So then she takes what's-his-face and, like, puts her hands all in her head, or their head and stuff, and... Sorry, that was a really bad explanation. So Charles Xavier can just be like, ugh, and then see inside your head. She has to, like, put her hands in your head. Freaky. And then she wants to do, it's called, like, the something Ripper, Time Ripper, I don't remember. So she gets all the Deadpools to come in to, like, distract and kill Deadpool. So then Deadpool's like, okay, well, let me just use the sexy Deadpool who can't regenerate, and he dies. And then there's baby Pool, Kid Pool, who's played by Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively's kid. Like Lady Pool, or whatever her name is, who was played by Blake Lively. Cowboy Deadpool, played by Matthew McConaughey. Huh? All these different Deadpools. Super fun, super cool to watch. There's this big fight scene. Deadpool's got his sleeves out, and then he puts up the hood. He has the Wolverine thing. He's got the Wolverine, like, hood helmet from the comics. Crazy. I was so hyped. So they kill all them, fight all them, blah, blah, blah. They come back. They're going to go kill Deadpool and Wolverine. And they're like, damn it. It's like a 2v100. We already ran through them. And then Peter comes in. Peter comes in the Deadpool suit, and everybody's hyped up. Because apparently every Deadpool has a Peter. And they're like, Peter, Peter, Peter. And his package is all on display. So then Deadpool and Wolverine slip away. And they talk to Mr. Bad TVA guy. And they're like, hey, so how do we stop Cassandra Nova from, like, ending everything? And he's like, okay, in the basement, you got to, like, punch a hole in this, punch a hole in that, connect it, it's going to kill you, you save your timeline. So then Wolverine's like, all right, well, I've never done anything good, so I'm going to do it. And Deadpool's like, all right, pushes him out of the way, goes to do it because he's like, I need to do something good. Because, you know, he's on his, like, redemption arc. He wants to be a good guy now for Vanessa because they broke up because he was, like, not doing anything. And he's like, I need to prove myself to Vanessa. That's why I want to join the Avengers. So he goes down there to, like, fix everything. Doesn't work. And then Wolverine comes in. His shirt comes off, and he's shredded and oiled up. If I could get any harder, I did. Oh. Boner squared. Crazy. So then they save the day, yada yada. He's shirtless, crazy shit. They both live, nobody dies. Power of friendship, you know. Comprendo, whatever that means. Does that mean friend? What does that mean? What language am I speaking? That means understand. Okay, why did I say that? So then they save the day. He continues his birthday party with more people there. And then Wolverine's like, yo, talk to your girl. And then Deadpool's like, I don't want to talk to my girl. So then they make out and get married. The end. No, he talks to his girl. The end. And then the credits play. And it's like a homage. Is that the right word? To all the X-Men movies. And yeah. So there's, how long did that take me? 20 minutes. So I just, like, took a 2-hour movie and crammed it into 20 minutes. You're welcome. Yeah, so that movie was awesome, and I can't wait to go see it 2 more times this week. Because I'm very excited. Yeah, so it's really good. I have a tier list. A Marvel comic character tier list, but I think I will do this next episode because I'm already at a minute and oh, that's a Durex ad. I'm already at like an hour. I don't want to drag it on longer than I already have. So yeah, that's everything that I want to say about Deadpool, I think. Oh yeah, my friend and I, okay, let me just double check. The people that I went with made a list of people that we were guessing were in the movie. Spider-Man? No Spider-Man. Gambit? Yes. Blake Lively? Yes. No Dazzler. No Vanessa being pregnant. That was my guess, because I know in the last movie they were like, yo, let's get freaky. And he's got Ellie in the comics, who's become the new, like, Deadpool. No Mobius. No Loki. No Pedro. I thought maybe Pedro would be in there, because, like, he's the new Mr. Fantastic. No Cyclops, unfortunately. He's hot. Yes, there was a Fantastic Four character. No Tom Cruise, because I know people were saying Tom Cruise was going to play Iron Man. No Doctor Strange, no Doctor Doom, no Domino, no Quicksilver. Oh yeah, where did Domino go? Okay, so we only guessed like 4 right out of all of it, but whatever. Yeah, okay. I think that is everything that I want to say about Deadpool. So yeah, episode 23. That was like a little slow and sad at the start, and then hype at the end. So yeah. What do you think? Do you think Marvel's back? Do you think we're so back? Or do you think Marvel's just kind of like cash grabbing it right now? Let me know. Yeah, so that was fun. If you want to see what else I'm doing, I'm on Instagram at areyousickofmeyet.pod. I post some pretty funny stuff on there. We got memes, we got clips. I say random shit on my story sometimes. Yeah. Are You Sick Pod on TikTok? I just post clips, silly little TikTok sometimes. And Are You Sick of Me at everywhere else? We have like 69 subscribers, which is really funny. I've been waiting to get to 69 for a while because that's the funny number. That's the funny number, guys. So yeah, that's everything from me today. Not sure what I'm going to talk about next week, but I do want to try a tier list because I've never done a tier list before. So we're going to do a Marvel character tier list. So yeah, that's everything from me. I hope you all have a great week. And I'm going to a concert this weekend, so I'll have something to talk about next week. So yeah, I love you all very much. Bye.